So hi there students, welcome back to another video lesson. So after nating i-discuss yung addition and subtraction of rational numbers, so our next operations will be multiplication and division of rational numbers. So let's start. So for our lesson objectives, we will be multiplying and dividing rational numbers. And then of course, we will be solving problems involving multiplication and division of rational numbers. So multiplying and dividing rational numbers. So in multiplying rational numbers, simply multiply both numerators and denominators. That is, a over v times c over d is equal to ac over bd, where b should not be equal to 0 and d should not be equal to 0. In dividing rational numbers, multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. That is, a over b divided by c over d will become a over b times d over c, where b should not be equal to 0, c should not be equal to 0, and d should not be equal to 0. So again, yung process ng pag-divide ng mga rational numbers, parang fractions lang, we need to get the reciprocal of the divisor, the one that is being divided. And then, we multiply it to the dividend. And of course, we have to simplify it if possible. So multiplication of rational numbers. For example, number 1, 5 over 8 times 4 over 35. So para mas maging madali yung pagmumultiply natin, so mag-cross multiply tayo. So una, rewrite muna natin yung ating mga given. So yung cross multiplication dito, titignan natin kung may mga common factors. So like for example, 5 and 35. So the greatest common factor of 5 and 35 is 5. So therefore, we can divide 5 and 35 by 5. So 5 divided by 5, that is 1. 35 divided by 5, that is 7. Okay. 4 and 8, so the GCF is 4. So 4 divided by 4, that is 1. And then 8 divided by 4, that is 2. So, madali po kasing gamitin yung cross multiplication. It's because yung mga natira, i-multiply lang natin and then yun na yung final answer. Make sure kapag gagamit tayo ng cross multiplication, na-cancel out na natin lahat ng dapat i-cancel. So, ayan yung mga remaining factors. 1 times 1, that is 1. And then 2 times 7, that is 14. So, this will be our final answer. Nakasimplify na po kasi lahat ng ating pwedeng i-cancel, na-cancel na po. Next, 7 over 40 times negative 16 over 21. So, 7 and 21, pwede po natin yun i-cancel. So, rewrite lang po natin ulit. So, 7 and 21, pwede po yung i-cancel kasi ang GCF is 7. So, 7 by 7, that is 1. 21 divided by 7, that is 3. What about negative 16 and 40? So, the GCF is 8. So, negative 16 divided by 8, that will become negative 2. 40 by 8, that is 5. So, as you can see, yung mga remaining factors po natin, wala na po tayong pwedeng i-cancel. So, i-multiply na lang natin sila. So, 1 times negative 2, that is negative 2. Over 5 times 3, that is 15. So, our final answer will be negative 2 over 15. So, let's have number 3. Negative 12 over 25 times negative 15 over 32. So, as you can see, pareho po silang negative. So, kapag minultiply po natin yan, ang resulting sign po is positive. So, rewrite lang natin. Negative 12 over 25 times negative 15 over 32. So, what is the GCF of negative 12 and 32? So, that is 4. So, negative 12 divided by 4 will become negative 3. And 32 will become 8. Next, what about negative 15 and 25? Obviously po, yung GCF is 5. So, negative 15 divided by 5, that will become negative 3. Next, 25 will become 5. Now, let us multiply the remaining factors. Negative 3 times negative 3, that is positive 9. And then 5 times 8, that is 40. So our final answer will be 9 over 40. Next, what about if we multiply a whole number by a fraction? So ang gagawin po natin dito, susulat natin yung denominator ng 12, which is 1, and then mumultiply natin sa 5 over 9. So the GCF of 12 and 9 is 3. So we can divide 12 by 3. The answer is 4. And then 9 by 3, that is 3. Next, so we multiply the remaining factors. 4 times 5, that is 20. And then 1 times 3, that is 3. So 20 over 3 is an improper fraction. So we need to change an improper fraction to mixed numbers. So how many 3 are there in 20? That is 6. And then we have a remainder 2 over the divisor 3. So our final answer will be 6 and 2/3. So another one, number 5, negative 4 and 2/3 times 5 over 21. So when we multiply a mixed number to fraction, it's either proper or improper. So we have to change negative 4 and 2/3 to improper fraction. So para po mai-multiply natin. So how do we change negative 4 and 2/3 to improper fractions? So we simply multiply the denominator of the fraction to the whole number. Okay, so 3 times 4, that is 12, or negative 12, plus negative 2, that is negative 14 over 3. Next, times 5 over 21. So yung negative 4 and 2/3 po, equivalent siya sa negative 14 over 3. So now we can now cancel out common factors. So 14 and 21, the GCF is 7. So negative 14 will become negative 2. And then 21 will become 3. So 5 and 3, the GCF is only 1. So we cannot cancel this factors. Okay, so we multiply the remaining factors. Negative 2 times 5, that is negative 10, over 3 times 3, 9. Again, negative 10 over 9 is an improper fraction, so we need to change it into mixed numbers. So negative 10 over 9, that is equivalent to negative 1 and 1 over 9. So this will be our final answer. So lagi po natin change dapat yung mga improper fractions to mixed number kapag final answer na. Kapag naman minumultiply pa lang po yung mga mixed numbers, kailangan po naka-express into improper fractions. Next, 2 and 5 over 8 times 3 and 2 over 14. So as you can see, yung ating mga factors ay parehong mga mixed numbers. So kailangan po natin i-change sa improper fractions para i-multiply. So dito muna po tayo sa 2 and 5 over 8. So 8 times 2, that is 16, times plus 5, that is 21 all over 8. Okay, so yung denominator po natin lagi is yung denominator ng fraction. So bago natin i-change as improper fractions. Next, times 3 and 2 over 14. So magiging 14 times 3, that is 42, plus 2, 44 over 14. Now, using cross multiplication, so 21 and 14, so the GCF is 7. So 21 divided by 7, that is 3. 14 divided by 7, that is 2. What about 44 and 8? So the GCF is 4. So 8 divided by 4, that is 2. And then 44 divided by 4, that is 11. Now, we multiply the remaining factors. 3 times 11, that is 33. 2 times 2, that is 4. So 33 over 4 is an improper fractions. So we need to change this one into mixed numbers now. So 33 over 4, that is 8 and 1/4. So this will be our final answer. Let's now move on to division of rational numbers. So number 1, 6 over 27 divided by 20 over 9. So gaya nga nung sinabi dun sa rule, So, kailangan natin kunin yung reciprocal no divisor, the one that is being divided. So, magiging 6 over 27 times the reciprocal of 20 over 9, that is 9 over 20. And then we cross multiply. So the GCF of 6 and 20, that is 2. So 6 will become 3. Then 20 will become 10. 9 and 27, the GCF is 9. So 9 will become 1. And then 27 will become 3. So what else? So yung 3, yung nasa numerator, tsaka yung 3 na nasa denominator, pwede po natin yung i-cancel pa. So 3, both will become 1. And then remaining factors natin, i-multiply lang natin. So 1 times 1, that is 1. 1 times 10, that is 10. So our final answer will be 1 over 10. So ayan, next. Negative 28 over 52 divided by 35 over 26. So negative 28 over 52 times the reciprocal of the divisor, that is 26 over 35. And then we cross multiply. So the GCF of negative 28 and 35, that is 7. So negative 28 will become negative 4. Next, 35 will become 5. What about 26 and 52? So the GCF of 26 and 52 is 26. So 26 plus 26 po kasi is 52. So kalahati po siya. So this will become 1 and then this will become 2. So what else? So yung negative 4 tsaka 2, pwede pa rin po natin yang i-cancel out. So ang negative 4 and 2, ang GCF po nila is 2. So negative 4 will become negative 2. And then 2 will become 1. So multiplying the remaining factors, negative 2 times 1, that is negative 2. 1 times 5, that is 5. So our final answer is negative 2/5 or negative 2 over 5. So for number 3, using the same process, negative 8 over 25 divided by 16 over 5. So rewrite lang natin ulit. And then the reciprocal of 16 over 5, that is 5 over 16. And then we cross multiply. So negative 8 and 16, the GCF is 8. So negative 8 will become negative 1. 16 will become 2. What about 5 and 25? Obviously 5. So 5 will become 1. And 25 will become 5. Then multiplying the remaining factors, negative 1 times 1, that is negative 1. 5 times 2, that is 10. So our final answer will be negative 1 over 10. Next, 18 divided by 27 over 5. So ang gagawin po natin dito, yung 18, susulat natin yung denominator niya na 1. And then we get the reciprocal of 27 over 5. So that is 5 over 27. And then we multiply. So the GCF of 18 and 27, that is 9. So 18 will become 2. And then 27 will become 3. So remaining factors, so we multiply them. 2 times 5, that will become 10. 1 times 3, that is 3. So 10 over 3 is an improper fraction. So we need to change it into mixed numbers. So 10 over 3, that is 3 and 1/3. So this will be our final answer. Next, number 5, 7 and 4/5 divided by negative 6 over 25. So just like in multiplying rational numbers, so we have to change mixed numbers into improper fraction first. So 7 and 4/5 will become 39 over 5. And then we get the reciprocal of negative 6 over 25. So that is times 25 over negative 6. And then we cross multiply. So 39 and negative 6, the GCF is 3. So 39 will become 13. And then negative 6 will become negative 2. 25 and 5, the GCF is 5, of course. So 25 will become 5. And then 5 will become 1. Now, we multiply the remaining factors. So 13 times 5, that is 65, over 1 times negative 2, that is negative 2. So 65 divided by negative 2, that is negative 32 and 1 half. Okay, so this will be our final answer. Next, 12 and 1/4 divided by 9 and 1/3. So pareho po silang mixed numbers, so kailangan po natin silang i-change into improper fractions. So 12 and 1/4 will become 49 over 4. And then we multiply to the reciprocal of 9 and 1/3. So 9 and 1/3 is 28 over 3. So it will become 3 over 28. And then we get the GCF of 49 and 28. That is 7. So 49 will become 7. And then 28 will become 4. And then we multiply the remaining factors. 7 times 3, that is 21. 4 times 4, that is 16. So 21 over 16 is an improper fraction. So change natin siya into mixed numbers. So ilang 16 ang meron sa 21? Obviously, isa. And then the remainder, that is 5, over the divisor, 16. Okay, so this will be our final answer. Next, we also have problems involving multiplication and division of rational numbers. So number 1, Mirna needs 4/5 of a fabric to make a pillowcase. If she plans to make 20 pillowcases for the whole family, how many yards of fabric is needed to finish all cases? So kada pillowcase daw, kailangan daw niya ng 4/5 yard. So ilang yards ang kailangan niya para magawa yung 20 pillowcases? So ang gagawin lang natin, yung 4/5, i-multiply lang natin dun sa 20. Okay, so 20 pillowcases. So magiging 4/5 times 20 over 1. And then we cross multiply 5 and 20. The GCF is 5. So 5 will become 1. And then 20 will become 4. And then we multiply the remaining factors. 4 times 4, that is 16. And then 1 times 1, that is 1. So 16 over 1, that is 16. So 16 yards ang kailangan ni Mirna para magawa yung 20 pillow cases. Next, number 2. The length and width of a rectangular garden are 9 and 3/5 meters and 5 and 1/3 meters. Find the area of the garden. Okay, so dito kailangan alam nyo yung formula ng area ng rectangle. So the area of the rectangle, the formula is given as length times width. So multiply lang po natin yung mga given dimensions. So yung length po niya, 9 and 3/5. And then, yung kanya namang width, 5 and 1/3. So, we cannot multiply mixed numbers nang hindi sila pinapalitan as improper fractions. So, ang mangyayari, 9 and 3/5, i-change natin sa improper fraction. So, 5 times 9, that is 45, plus 3, it will become 48 over 5. Next, 5 and 1/3 will become 16 over 3. And then, multiply lang natin yung dalawa na yan. So, 48 over 5 times 16 over 3. So, again, pwede natin cross-multiply yung 48 and 3 because the GCF is 3. So, 48 will become 16. And then, 3 will become 1. And then, we multiply the remaining factors. So 16 over 5 times 16 over 1. Okay, so A is equal to 16 times 16, that is 256, over 5 times 1, that is 5. So we divide 256 by 5. So our final answer will be 51 and 1/5 square meters. So the area of the garden is 256 over 5 square meters, or 51 and 1/5 square meters. So let's have problem number 3. A cord of length 37 and 4/5 has been cut into 27 pieces of equal length. What is the length of each piece? Okay, so yung cord po na 37 and 4/5, hinati siya into 27 pieces of equal length. So, hinati. It means, ang operation po natin dito is division. So, ang 37 and 4/5 divided by 27. Again, we cannot divide mixed numbers unless we change them into improper fractions. So, 37 and 4/5, i-change natin into improper fractions. So, magiging 5 times 37, that is 185, plus 4, the numerator, 189 over 5. And then, multiply to the reciprocal of the divisor, 27. So, the reciprocal will be 1 over 27. Next, multiply them. So, 189 and 27, the GCF is 27. So, 189 will become 7. So, 189 divided by 27, that is 7. And then, 27 will become 1. And then, we multiply the remaining factors. 7 times 1, that is 7. Over 5 times 1, 5. So, 7 over 5, or 1 and 2/5 meters. So, ibig sabihin po, yung 37 and 4/5 na cord na hinati into 27 pieces of equal length, ang kada piece po, meron siyang length na 1 and 2/5 meters. Last problem. If a bookshelf is 56 and 1/4 inches long, how many 1 and 7 over 8 inches of a book will it hold? So, yung haba po ng bookshelf is 56 and 1/4 inches long. And then, kada book, ang kapal niya is 1 and 7 over 8 inches. So, ilang book ang pwedeng mailagay dun sa bookshelves na yon? So, again, the operation is division. So, 56 and 1/4 divided by 1 and 7 over 8. So, kailangan po nating i-change sila sa improper fractions. So, 56 and 1/4 will become 225 over 4 divided by 1 and 7 over 8 will become 15 over 8. So, again, kunin natin yung reciprocal ng divisor, and then we proceed to multiplication. So, 15 over 8, that will become 8 over 15. So, rewrite lang natin. Okay. So, the GCF of 225 and 15, that is 15. So, 225 will become 15, and 15 will become 1. 4 and 8, the GCF is 4. So, 8 will become 2, and then 4 will become 1. So, multiplying the remaining factors, 15 times 2, that is 30, over 1 times 1, 1. So, if we divide 30 by 1, that is 30. So, it means there are a total of 30 books that the bookshelf can hold. Okay. So, yung 30 books na yon, multiply lang natin sa 1 and 7 over 8. Makikita natin na ang sagot is 56 and 1/4 inches na sukat ng bookshelves. So after nating i-discuss yung operations on rational numbers, so for the next video lesson, we will be describing principal roots and tells whether they are rational or irrational. So dito napapasok yung mga perfect squares, yung mga square roots. So I hope may natutunan kayo sa lesson natin regarding operations on rational numbers. So yun lang, maraming salamat.